order to do this. They're not people. They don't love, they don't breathe, they don't serve the country, they're not citizens. They're not loyal to the United States of America. They ship off jobs. They ship off your jobs.
Yes.
And they can do whatever they want. For them to pretend that they are part of we the people is the most preposterous thing in the history of this great experiment that we call democracy. And what's absolutely hysterical to me about this is that when I teach this at the kindergarten level, they understood it. So I don't know what the Supreme Court was doing today that they didn't. I don't know how many of you have read Jeff Clement's book, but he documents how this has been a concerted effort by the Chamber of Commerce and by Judge Powell for 30 years to get this kind of power to corporations. They have an enormous amount of money.
Yes.
We don't have to vote anymore. We are not we the people anymore. If they can outspend us at that limit and not even tell us who they are. If they're not even super PACs. They want to create themselves as super citizens who have the right to give any amount of money. Who here has the right to give any amount of money to any candidate or issue?
Nobody.
None of you. Who here who's an elected official has the right to take any amount of money? None of us. And everything we take, everything we spend, has to be put on disclosure forms and reports to campaign finance so that you can avail yourself of that information 24 hours a day on your computer. And that's the way it should be for anybody who's putting money into the political process. I want to tell you, first of all, we're having a hearing. Here are a couple of things you can do. And they're easy, and some of them are fun. First, we're having a hearing on the bill that State Senator Jamie Aldridge and I have proposed that calls upon Congress to write a constitutional amendment so that we can overturn this decision. That hearing is February 28th at 1 o'clock. We'd like to have a rally before that hearing.
Yes.
On the stairs of the State House.
Yes.
So get your friends, get all the occupied people, and encourage people to come out. Now, when you come to the hearing, you don't all have to speak. You can say I'm speaking for these 30 people, or just speaking for myself. But a lot of written testimony would be wonderful. So consider that. The other thing I want you to consider is use your power as a citizen. You have so much power. One of the things I love about this country is one person can change the world. You can call your towns and your cities and make sure that, and we can provide you with these packages if you call my office, that they put on the warrant for town meeting or for a city council meeting that this resolution go to town meeting or get voted on by your city council.
Yes.
So that you can bring this to a local level and have your political establishment react to it. So you want to get that done. The other thing is, I've thrown down the gauntlet. When elections come here, if any media outlet advertises ads paid for with super PAC money, we should go and protest.
Yes.
We should say, what are you doing to our democracy? Who's paying for that ad? Who contributed that money? And why are you taking it? Because they are the bigger voice for the rest of us. So we have lots to do, and lots of ways to do it. And you're forming friendships and alliances that you've never had before. I'll tell you, when I heard about the Occupy movement, I was so excited. I said, finally.
Yeah.
I know that you don't have a solid message, but let me tell you. I have been so mad for so long. And I said, why aren't people rising up and just taking to the streets?
Right.
Because this is just sheer madness. We have fought so long and so hard, and this is just disrespect to provide us with what I hold sacred is our vote. And to have that diminished in any way. And you know, I was just reading an historical Thomas Johnson when he was working with Martin Luther King. And he said, you know, the protests on the buses are one thing. The protests at lunch counters is another. It's the vote. The vote. The vote is the most important thing. That's how you get politicians and elected officials to listen to you, to care about the issues that you care about. So use your vote and get other people to vote with you. And we're going to stop this and overturn Citizens United versus FEC.
Yeah.